score is now NorCal Posse 2, Reno Scum 1.
The NorCal Posse using a little trickery there to go out to the 2-1 lead. You saw maybe some concern. Adam Thornstowe, always very cocky, always very confident, but you saw a look maybe of doubt, a small look of fear in his eyes, because he knows now how much rides on his shoulders. He's got to get the victory just to send his team to warfare to try and gain total victory in this territory war.
Now you see that TLC, that Territory League champ, holding up that sign. There's that 2-1 advantage I was talking to you about, Todd. Once you get that other team back against the wall.
Talked about the pressure being on the Rockstar Scum, Adam Thornstowe. And this doesn't make it any easier because he is taking on a very, very tough opponent in dynamic Dave Dutra.
Oh, Double D, Dave Dutra. A long history of victories for this amazing person. However, it's going to be a tough challenge tonight as he faces the top cruiserweight in the entire Reno, Nevada area in Adam Thornstowe. The Rock Legend Scum comes to play every time. And look at Rick Luxury. Rick Luxury, even though with the victory, look at him.
Yeah, Rick Luxury is hurting for certain, but he did his job. He stayed on his bicycle, he tried to stick and move, he survived, and they allowed the aggression of the big man to get the best of him, and now Thornstowe is the one who has to do something about it. He's got to try and even it up for his team.
You know, there's a lot of people that the Reno Scum would choose to have in the ring in this all too important position. And you know what? The Rock Legend Scum is the leading guy here. They all look to him for morale. They all look to him for confidence, and he just shows it.
Surprise me if Dave Dutra lasts 5 minutes in the ring with a competitor like Rock Legend Scum. That's for damn sure.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm really looking forward to that match. Adam Thornstowe, Double D, Dave Dutra, Dynamic Dave, man. Don't let the name fool you. This one's gonna be one that everybody's gonna be talking about. There's no question about it because these two athletes, they're both a hybrid of professional wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I think David Dutra is a little bit better.
With the Raptors, you know, getting me stuck in their C2 cell, I was the only undefeated cruiserweight in the whole Territory League until that happened, but I still consider myself undefeated. No cruiserweights pinned my shoulders to the mat. Nobody's made me tap out, and tonight I'm wrestling Dave Dutra from the NorCal Posse, and you know, Dave's a great guy. He's an up-and-comer. I'll be honest, Dave reminds me a lot of myself when I first started. Does a lot of flashy moves, but I've seen it all and I've done it all, and I think Dave Dutra's in for a world of hurt tonight. I can guarantee Dave Dutra's in for a world of hurt tonight. I'm going to ram my boot down his face. I'm going to shove his head into the mat. I'm going to mess up his pretty little hair.
Dave has a chance to step up and make a name for himself. He has a chance to shut Adam's mouth. Adam Thornstowe likes to go on Twitter and run his mouth a lot. Well, you know what? Rock Legend Scum, double or nothing. You're going to find out today.
So we're going to end things up here in the cruiserweight division. This one should be a fantastic one-on-one match if it stays that way. Now, if you're Adam Thornstowe, on the heels of what we just saw with the NorCal Posse luring Paul Isadora over to their C2, hanging him up, forcing the count out, if I'm Adam Thornstowe, I perhaps keep this thing inside the ring, try and beat the man one-on-one and prove my superiority.
Well, I think I'm going to have to agree with you, Todd, because the last match, you actually said he might be rope-a-doping Paul Isadora, and I never thought that could be possible, but he pulled it off. So I'm going to have to agree with you, and we're going to have to see where this match goes one-on-one. However, this is a team sport.
Yeah, in the end, it was Isadora that looked like the dope. But he had everything going his way. Looked like he was going to get the win, went to the outside, and it cost the big man in a big way. But take nothing away from this great action. Look at the balance there, and now counters nicely, looking for the armbar or the crossface. But Dutra, a ring general, knows where he is, gets to the safety of the ropes.
Oh, I agree. Well, you know what? He must have seen that somewhere before, because as soon as Rock Legend Scum tried to apply it, he went as fast as a rabbit trying to get to those ropes, because he knows the Rock Legend Scum very good at submissions.
Well, we've seen Thornstowe hook that crossface in previous weeks and scored a win with it. We know how dangerous that submission could be. Into the cover went Thornstowe. He knows how important this win is. He's got to force the tie in the Warfare matchup. He's going to try and put Dutra away quickly.
Oh, you know what? That's definitely the right game plan. However, just the thought of Warfare is a scary thought. And you're going to have all these guys back in the ring once more. Yeah, I think what you want to do, if you're NorCal Posse, 1, 2, well, that almost ended the Territory League fight right there. And like I said, you want to end it. Get that victory, go home, and whatever celebrations they do, they're going to go ahead and do them.
Well, we've talked a lot about Thornstowe trying to get the win and force the tie, force the Warfare matchup, because of course, no territory war ends in a tie here in the Territory League. There must be a winner. But likewise, as we see him go for the cover here, Dutra can put this thing on ice. He can claim the win for his team. If he beats Thornstowe, this one's over and they win by a score of 3-1.
Another cover, 1, 2. Another kick out by Adam Thornstowe. If you noticed on that neck breaker, very nice, using the hair of Adam Thornstowe, but keeping it hidden from the referee. Very veteran maneuver.
Yeah, and floated over nicely into the cover as well.
And there you see Dave Dutra, double D, inflicting as much pain as possible. Remember, these are cruiserweights, so they're going to have to get in some pretty big moves to get the other guy down, because a lot of heart from these cruisers, a lot of flying, somewhat like the Lucha division. These guys a little bit bigger.
Yeah, and a little more, you're going to see a lot of well-rounded action. You will see some of the high flying that we're accustomed to seeing out of the Lucha division, but you may see some great mat grappling as well. Just goes to show you how unique and how important each division is to the overall team makeup.
Important key word right there. It takes a team to win, and Adam Thornstowe, with that nice combination move, and into the cover he goes, 1, 2, and a kick out. Like I said, Adam Thornstowe back against the wall. You know, he's going to have to fight his way out between a rock and a hard place.
Thornstowe loves that scum stomp, that double stomp into the senton splash, that combination of moves, keeping the pressure on his opponent, but was unable to score the win. So we've seen Thornstowe pull out a lot of the tricks in his playbook, went for that crossface, went for that combination of moves, but now eats a shot. He was looking for the suicide dive, well scouted there. Dutra saw it coming, and now Dutra up to the top.
Up to the top, he is. Huge missile drop kick, and down goes the Rock Legend Scum. 1, 2, no. And you can see right there, I'm imagining everybody in that C2 for Reno Scum was holding their breath. Everybody in Reno, Nevada, holding their breath. Reno Scum, moments, seconds, inches away from losing this and losing their undefeated record. And there you see a submission hold, driving the air out of the Rock Legend Scum.
Had him in a version of the Cobra Clutch or the $1 Million Dream, call it what you will, but another amazing counter by Thornstowe. This time he hooks that crossface, center of the ring. Going to be hard pressed to get to the ropes if you're David Dutra. Really wrenching on this submission is Thornstowe, and look at that.
Wow.
Look at that beautiful body placement. Switches up.
And he taps.
Yes.
It's over. The submission works. Wow, a phenomenal reversal, and then very smart thinking. Marcus Mack, not happy at all, but you know what? That's how it goes when you face the Rock Legend Scum. Very impressive, very unique. Guess what? We've got an interesting score, Todd.
Sure do. We're all tied up, and for the first time, we will witness the Warfare match. You see the respective teams chanting Warfare. Who is going to have the advantage?
You know, after some losses and some wins, each one of these guys wants to get back in